Hey everybody, welcome to Working Horses with Jim. Today is an exciting day for me. Today we are going to be putting the greenhouse into the place where I want it in the front of the garden.
Hi everybody. So yes, as Brenda said, we're going to move the greenhouse today. I am going to use my old logging cart. Actually, it's not my old logging cart. It's just another logging cart that I don't generally use. So I have this neck yoke on it that I have right now in front of us, and it may or may not work for this situation, but just what I wanted to explain here just a little bit is the fact that we got this going. I had a flat tire on it, so we had to get that fixed, and we needed a seat, so we put this bus seat on. It's a little bit wide, but I got ratchet straps in there, so that's going to work just fine. Today, William is actually working on another greenhouse for a customer. And yeah, so we're going to go see if we can't get hitched on and slid in place. Okay, so we have an issue here, this neck yoke, because it is so wide, I can't get the tugs tight enough to work on this situation. So because of that, I've got to go to this neck yoke here because it's a lot shorter coupled neck yoke and it worked better. The beauty about these carts and the way I have it set up is I just use a wooden tongue that I just make out of an ironwood tree, and it has just a branch here, and that's all that holds it from going backwards. With your Western style harnesses that actually most people use, they can use this setup, but generally they don't get everything as tight as I do with the D-ring harnesses that I have set up. So it's very important to actually have a way to connect this ring to the pole in such a way that it cannot come off this way. For D-ring harnesses, it's not crucial because everything is so tight. This cannot actually come ahead unless something breaks. But it has to be tight. So because of this setup, I can't get this as tight as it should be. This tongue should be actually way up here to hold it properly the way I like to do it. The one beauty about this though is because of my cart has just a pipe that this slides into, there's times where if the tongue was longer, it would work just fine. And actually all I do sometimes is go cut a small piece of wood about this big, the diameter of my tongue, and I can just slide in the hole first, and it just extends this tongue or this pole by however many inches I want to do. Today, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just try this type of a neck yoke, and I think it will work fine. It's really starting to warm up today. It was cold this morning, but this afternoon it's really nice. Might even get a little bit of sun.
Yeah, the sun's coming out. You guys think you're all done?
I'm going to have to be careful where my neck yoke is because I told on another video. About 4 or 5 weeks ago now, I was unhitching my cart out here, and I actually had to move the cart. I can't remember what happened. Anyways, my neck yoke disappeared, and I still haven't been able to find it. We thought it was underneath snow. The snow has come and gone a few times. Still no neck yoke. So anyways, hopefully that'll show up sometime. If I was to do serious logging right now with this cart, I'd probably put a new tongue on also, because this is getting kind of old, getting kind of ripe, but I'm sure it'll work fine for a while. So I actually have my tires in this big ditch right here, which actually helps a lot when it comes to hitching up. It's easier to get a tighter hitch because they can back up and the tires kind of stay in the ditch and it will get tighter. Okay, it's nowhere near as tight as I like it, but I can't come back any farther and I can't go ahead any farther, so there's really nothing I can do. I will probably, before I use it again, stick a little 6-inch stub of wood in there, and that should solve that problem. Alright, that was down. So I gotta go get a chain now, and I think that's all we need if we get one chain, although actually I better get 2 chains because, well, you'll see. So there's actually a very good reason why I'm using this cart as opposed to a different cart, and I will explain that as we get going. Did I ever hitch down? No. These guys are so good, but you notice, especially at home around the wide open areas, I still will hitch those horses most of the time. It's kind of nice feeling to say, oh, I got a team of horses that won't run away. They're bomb-proof. They're safe. I don't really care. I've had too many, my mind, bomb-proof horses that just, under the right circumstances, they will go. Yeah.
So after we get this little task done, and we are going to weigh up Lady and Bree. So stay tuned for that. We'll see if Lady's gained any weight with her pregnancy and how Bree's doing with her weight as well. And here is the little beauty. We put it out here by the road for a couple days just to let people know that we have them available. I have a for sale sign on the other side, but this one is mine. William is making another one, but this one I get to keep.
Okay, one of the reasons why it's taken us so long to get this done is these tiny little washers here were on back order, and so those are needed to secure this poly good to the sidewalls. There's a few more things we want to do on this. We do have one window here that William just put in yesterday, I guess it was, and we got to do something, I don't know, we're going to do a few more things here. But anyways, let's see if we can get going. So the reason why I'm using this cart as opposed to the other cart is a lot of times I can just take this and just hitch it right in here into my drop in, which is fine. There's, if I lift it up higher, it'll give it a little bit more lift, and so it's less apt to grab into things. Fortunately, everything's covered with snow, and it's great right now because of that. It slides easy and everything slides nicely, you know, and so that's a good thing. Also, one other reason at the garden, and I'll show you in a couple seconds here, a couple minutes, that we'll need another reason why we need the little bit of a lift.
How do you? Can I ask you? Never mind. Whoa! I think it slides pretty easy.
That's good. We didn't hurt it with its branches.
I know.
Kind of cut me off guard. Anyways, catch that.
I do need to prune my trees, but I don't want to do it that way.
Right. Okay, go stand in the garden exactly where you want it.
Okay. We put down a mat here. For it to sit on.
Issue here, back up there. Okay, so what's happening here is because we have this clavison, which is a very simple way to do it, but as you try to turn it, it slides like that, so that's not going to work as well as what I'm going to try. Hopefully it will work better. So what I want to do, take my end of the chain, my hook, and hook more towards the center, because we got to slide over there. We want it right on where Ken's front feet are, correct? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're trying to do is get it straight. So what I have to do, we also, let me just explain a few things. So we need to put that greenhouse up here. Now this is some old belting that we were able to get, okay? And it's going to work good to keep the grass or anything from growing. So that's why we chose to put this belting down. And what we want to do is slide that sled up here so this runner is kind of here. We want to have it so that the walkway through here is still open, okay?
And
so
here too.
We don't want to come too far here.
I want to be able to walk through here.
So I need to bring that shed up through here, and as you can see, because of the way the crevice was, it's not at all lined up. So I need to get it lined up the best I can, and then I have to get up here as close as I can, stop, unhitch, and reposition myself on the other side of this raised bed with a long chain and pull it straight into place. Yeah, easier said than done.
Skip, come on, Skip.
I'm unhitched. Now I gotta position myself over there with a long chain and see if I can't pull that in straight enough to work. It's not a big deal if it's not imperfect, because I can come out here and we can, with a skid steer or something, kind of get it positioned to the exact spot we need to be. But I think I'll be fine. Hey, Stefan. So Brenda, if you want, you can show them the inside of the greenhouse now even and talk a little bit about what's going on there until I'm set up, and then you can go back and finish it up when we're done.
Okay, so I wanted to show you first that this material right here is called polycarbonate, and so it's double walled, so to help insulate or keep the heat in, I guess. So that's what we got here. And look at my cute little window box William made. Now this could be, oh, it sounds hollow in here. This could be any way a person would want it in here, but I chose to have shelves all the way around. And this right here, that window, is because we were told that when it gets really hot out that you need ventilation. Also one up above. We're not finished with that yet. But anyways, there's quite a bit of room in here and I'm very pleased with that. This is it's like 6.5 by 8.5 or something like that. And what I chose also was to have a shelf up here. Of course you can hang baskets or whatever up here. This right here is a side, and right now it's got snow on it, but this is a side that is going to get the most sun. This is the most southern exposure. And then I also decided to, I'll tell you about this in a minute, but I decided to have these two little boxes made so that I could grow some early crops in there, like lettuce or spinach, things like that. Early crops that can take a little bit of coldness. I did start a few seeds, and I did this because I heard that there's something called winter sowing, which is some seeds can tolerate freezing, thawing, and actually it helps them when the temperature's just right to come up earlier, you know. So I planted a few things like snapdragons and lupins, and then I also planted a few pine cones. So I wanted to see if I could get them to come up, and I thought that would be maybe a more natural way to sow them. So that's what I got going. Oh, and then I dug up some strawberries when it was warm, because some people said you can really extend your season. And so that's what I was going to try to see if I could get, or not, you can extend your season, but also you can get things to fruit earlier. So that's why I'm trying that. So anyways, this is just a starting, and I think Jim wants me to stop talking. He's ready. What? Are those plants okay? No, they're not. Just a minute. I gotta put them back. Move this over where I can get more use out of it. So this is my strawberry raised bed that he's on the other side of.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Skip. That almost looks good. Almost looks perfect, I would say. Oh yeah, this is two. Yes. Well, we're on the edge right here, though. Great.
So we don't have it quite perfect, but pretty close. And now I'll just take the skid steer and kind of slide the back end over to square it up. And who knows, maybe she'll want to slide over even farther because it's really in the center of the garden, center for a walk rape. So I don't know what she's going to want there, but that's up to her. But anyways, there she be in the garden. I don't know if we mentioned this. We still have one more piece of poly to put in here. And a few more odds and ends we got to do.
Yep.
Did you talk about that?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I'm going to put these gals away. And then maybe we can wait some horses.
Look who's watching over here. William just started on greenhouse number 2 yesterday. He's got a lot done. Yesterday afternoon he started on it. So he's been doing a lot of other stuff today, so he's getting a lot done here. We have an order for another greenhouse, that's why he's busy doing that. Come on, Kenny.
Hey, hey, hey! Huh? Get. Get. Huh?
Wants a drink.
No,
Yeah.
after the fire. We'll see you on Tuesday. Huh? Yeah.
Billy.
Okay, if you want to get these two brushed, we'll weigh up some more horses.
Hi, Kenny. How you doing, Kenny? Hi, Kenny.
pretty.
Okay, that job is done. Time to get on to weighing the horses. Okay.
No. Nope.
About 1990. How much does he usually weigh?
I've never had him wear a ton. Right down, that for ladies. Hey.
Okay.
Huh?
18. 12.
Hello! Hello! Hungry!
Hi, Doogie.
There. Get. 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 Get in there. Get. Get over there. Okay, let's get Bree and weigh her up. So set her at whatever it was last time. Yeah.
Good. So it is 7:35.
Far it was gained.
Yep. So Bree has been gaining right along.
Duke.
Duke.
Hey.
Come on, Dookie. Not Duke. Yeah, he was 1650. Well, he's just like 1600 right now. Yeah, maybe a little less. Oh, wait a minute. Just a minute. You're being really good, Duke. Thanks. Something's wrong now.
Come here. Hold him. Hey.
Please. Stay there. Oh, oh. Oh. Stay. Good boy. Stay. Oh, Duke. Oh. Duke seems to fluctuate a little bit.
Hey.
He's 1698. Let him go more gulps and you could have got the next 100-pound increment. Okay, so here's the final tally. I don't know if we mentioned it earlier, but we did weigh Bill and Baron earlier. So Kenny's gained, ladies gained, good thing. Bill is gained, and that's also a good thing. He was getting a feeling, we were thinking he was a little skinny. Baron's gained, and that's good too. Duke he's a fluctuator, so I don't know. I think he's holding his own. Earl has gained, he's almost up to 1700, and Bree has also gained. I think the worming, of course she's growing anyways, but it seems like the worming has helped her. So we will share you a little bit more of the greenhouse footage after I get that all set up. I have some things I want to do in there after we get it straightened out and where we want it. So I've realized that I'm going to need a little extra dirt than I had. These boxes are pretty deep, so it'll take a little bit to fill the boxes up. I showed you that yesterday. I had fun making a sign to put in here, and I had planted some just little things like Johnny Jump Ups and some strawberry plants last time we had some warm weather. So I put them in this box, and we'll see if they give us a little jump start to spring. I've realized how much room there is in here. There's a lot of room. And I'm very happy about that. And where a lot of the room is down underneath here, where I can store things. I've taken a lot of things out of our garage that I store in there, and I'm going to bring them out here. And I have just had a very fun time being out here. It's sunny, it's a little bit warmer than outside, and it's just been a joy. Thanks for coming along today. We hope you enjoyed the video, and we hope you're having a great day. And if you haven't thought of subscribing to our channel, could you do that? That way we'll notify you when new videos come out. And if you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up.